In a world filled with wonders and legends of dragons, several human kingdoms emerged, standing side by side and forging alliances with lions and wolves that had been their companions and allies since ancient times in their battle against the dragons. These kingdoms were Eldoria in the west, Varnheim in the north, and Zephyria in the south. They lived in a fragile balance with the Draconis kingdom in the east, home to the mighty dragons that ruled the skies and molten lava. For centuries, humans and dragons avoided great wars after the defeat of the ancestral dragon kings by the three human kingdoms. However, King Zephyrus of Draconis sought vengeance for his ancestors and was determined to bring the world under dragon rule. Among them were also rogue wolves who had betrayed their ancestors' promise to live and fight alongside humans. King Zephyrus gathered his army of dragons and wolves to conquer the western lands, burning villages and forests along Eldoria's borders, attacking Varnheim's fortress, and threatening Zephyria with his fiery might. Realizing the imminent threat, the three human kingdoms, along with their lion and wolf allies, united to fight a common enemy. King Alden of Eldoria, Queen Lysara of Varnheim, and King Darius of Zephyria combined their forces. With the mighty lions of Eldoria, the grey wolves of Varnheim, and the elite cavalry of Zephyria, they formed an alliance long bound by fate. A great battle was inevitable. Under a crimson sky shrouded in war's smoke, colossal dragons soared through the air, spewing fire that could melt steel. Human warriors, wielding enchanted spears and shields adorned with fire-resistant crystals, fought bravely. Golden lions pounced on the Draconians, the half-dragon warriors of Draconis. Grey wolves lurked in the shadows, striking at the weak points of the dragon army. The human alliance divided their forces strategically. Eldoria intercepted the dragon army in the valleys, Varnheim used the rocky terrain to slow the enemy's advance, while Zephyria launched surprise assaults with their swift cavalry. However, in this battle, humans, lions, and wolves suffered heavy losses. They were overwhelmed by the sheer power of the dragons and their king. In the midst of battle, Queen Lysara of Varnheim mourned the many fallen soldiers and recalled an ancient memory, how lions and wolves were once guided by their powerful ancestors, who could be summoned again in their colossal, winged forms to face the dragon ancestors with ease. Determined, she sought to call upon the ancestral spirits of the lions and wolves to aid them in battle. As the alliance stood on the brink of defeat, the ancestral lions and wolves answered the queen's call. It was their sacred duty to always watch over the descendants of Varnheim. With the appearance of these mighty ancestral beasts, the morale of the three kingdoms' armies surged anew. The ancestral lions and wolves fought with unmatched bravery. Inspired by their strength, the soldiers redoubled their efforts, taking down the dragon commanders one by one. In the duel that would decide the world's fate, the Dragon King ultimately knelt in surrender, unable to withstand the combined might of the three kingdoms and the ancestral beasts. With Zephyrus' surrender, the remaining dragons lost their will to fight and also bowed in defeat. The alliance of humans, lions, and wolves had once again endured, and peace returned to the land. However, they knew the threat of Draconis would never truly fade, until one day, the dragons themselves chose to unite with humanity in an alliance to preserve peace together. Thus, the legend of the war between the human kingdoms allied with lions and wolves against the dragons was passed down through generations, reminding all that courage, unity, and determination could overcome even the mightiest foes.